So meanwhile, today we are going to look at how to do mail merge in Microsoft Word. How to send the same letter to different recipients using their emails, using their contacts, to mention about a few. We have a database. For instance, it might be an Excel one, it might be an Access, but annually or monthly, weekly, you may want to send a message to them. You may want to convey information to them through writing these letters, but you may not sit down to write numerous letters to each and every person. However, through mail merge, you can send a single letter to several recipients. So we want to see how best you can send a single letter. Let's say it's an invitation letter or it's a eulogy letter that you may want to send to several people. How can you do it? You need the following to work on a mail merge. Look at this. So before the placement, before the letter, you need to have source data, generic letter, and final letter. So you can do mail merge. You can do mail merge using an email. You can use by using an email. You can do mail merge. Use people's emails to send different letters. You can print using mail merge. You send a single document to the printing machine, but you tell the machine to print out different copies for different users or for different recipients. You can also edit your work using mail merge. However, let's drop down. Before carrying out a mail merge, what do you need to own in place? We are talking about source data. You need to have source data in a certain database. It could be an access database, it could be MySQL, it could be Excel or Outlook contacts. For instance, now I have my database somewhere, an Excel sheet. These are the people to whom I would like to send my letters. So that means this is the first data I need to rely on in the first place to send my information. Then, generic letter, we need to have one letter in common, that very letter that you need to send to all those different recipients. And that's the letter I'm having in here in page 2. I have one letter, but I have to send it to almost 5 people here. What do I have to do? I need to use mail merge. With that, it takes us to the last part of it. Final letter. With the two, source data and generic data, you come up with the final letter. What is to be embedded in the final letter? The final letter should bear one's name, email, plot number, to mention but a few. So in case you have 12 letters in your source directory. The source directory meaning these are the 4 people. In case I had 12 people as the recipients, that means that after carrying out a mail match, I should come up with 12 letters. But as of now, I have 4 people. The fact that I have 4 people, by use of that generic letter I have, one in common, I should come up with 4 letters at a go. How am I going to do it? Let's keep on the page and I show you the trick how you can send one letter to multiple recipients. Now, drop down. As you see here where my cursor is blinking, dear, I need in front of this word dear to bear a name. For instance, dear Nanyundo Mase. It should bear Nanyundo Mase's email, contact, address, city, and country. How am I going to do it? Let's skip here. I need to still keep my cursor here, then come to mailings, start mail merge. By clicking on defaultly by clicking on starting mail merge, which is you have to see a lot of options: letters, email messages, envelopes, labels, directory, normal Word document. But let's use the wizard step by step. By selecting step by step still on your right hand side, you will see a lot of options: letters, email messages, envelopes, labels, directory. However much down here, there is this option, next starting document. We shall use this wizard. So with all these options, you see how they're saying use current document, start from a template, start from the existing document. But none of all these options by default, I don't want to use. I would like to use. That means I have to do what? To say next. And after having pressed next, you'll see what they are saying, that use an existing list. What does it mean? I should have a list already in existence. And I, as an individual, I already have my list that I shown you. Here by default, you see it's in Excel. Now I have to browse to the desktop so that I can get my sheet. I have to come to the desktop and browse through all these folders that I'm having on my desktop to find the folder name of where I have my work. I hope it could be emerging. It's here. I select it, then press open. Now I'm opening it. It has sheets. One. How to come here, press OK. These are all the sheets, maybe. Can I want to exclude a certain member? I can come and tick. But now I don't want to exclude any member. Can I want to sort them? Maybe you want to sort them from A up to Z, from Z up to A. According to your major point of emphasis, you may do it from here. But me, I don't want to do it. I want to continue with the work. So I need to press OK. Now immediately after concatenating the database we had, the database I'm meaning right now is the other Excel sheet, this Vel sheet. We already incorporated it into Microsoft Word. Now, with it at the back end of the software, I'm now going to add from the list the name of the person that I want. How am I going to do it? I have to come to insert, then first name. After that, I put space also, add someone's last name. I also need someone's address. I come directly after the date. Press enter. Insert someone's first name, space, and last name also. Enter. Then insert someone's email. Enter. Insert someone's contact. Enter. Insert someone's address. Enter. Insert someone's city. Enter. Insert someone's country as well. So after having done all that, I can go ahead and maybe write my letter, but I don't want to write it. If everything I already have it, then next preview your letter. So by selecting preview my letter, I'm trying to see how will it appear in the end. How will it go to a certain recipient? That's what I want to know. Now, for instance, the letter is for Chilabo Anna. You see, date 18th of January 2023, Chilabo Anna, Chilabo at Gmail, 7551789, Block 5, Fort Portal, Uganda. This is not what I inserted in the first place. I only inserted column headers, but provided the fact that I had concatenated the database with MS Word, that's why you see everything that we had in Excel is now at this point. You understand? It's because we are having it at the back end of Microsoft Word, and we only did that by adding the list within Word. You can as well do that using Outlook contacts. However, for today, we are only focusing on using Microsoft Excel defined database. So as of we talk now, you see here under Mailman, they're telling you we are on recipient 3. And mind you, our people are 4. If I go forward, they should give me another user. If I go back, I should be getting another user. You see, all these are the people that we have in our document. Understand? Are we clear to go? Now, in case all this you are done with it, what you need to do in the last end, you need to come here and press complete the merge. What are you going to do with it? That's what we are interested in it. Do you want to print it out? Do you want to print out an individual letter? Do you want to edit out individually? Maybe you may want to include some texts in one person's document which may not appear in another's document. But for now, that's not what we're interested in. So after having pressed the other button, the previous button, you need to come here and finish your merge. You may either send all these emails at a go, select this option, or edit or print the documents, or edit the individual documents. Like as I had told you, you may want to exclude some people, you want to exclude some texts from some person's word, individual documents. You can do it in this case. But as of now, we want to send them as email messages. Let's go ahead. You will see what it will have to do for us. So immediately I click on finish and maybe say send email messages. Still it will come here and ask me email. Yeah, I want to emails to someone. Okay. What's the subject line? May you want to include the subject line? You can leave it in an HTML format, hypertext markup language. Then I press OK. If I pressed OK and added a subject, my it will simply send someone an email if it was croned to do that. But for purposes of this video, I didn't cron it to send emails to these people. By the way, some of the emails you're using, they're default emails. They're not real. So if I press let it send anyway. So if it's telling to send anyway, I think you're seeing what is pop up down here in my window. It's telling me welcome to Outlook 2016. Outlook helps you manage your life with powerful tools for email, calendar, contacts, and tasks. So, could I have already configured Outlook emails with Microsoft Word that I'm running? It would be able to send the emails to all those recipients that I already put in the database above. So, what if I press next? What is where that said? Do you want to set up an Outlook to connect an email account? For purposes of this video now, I don't want. But if you want to go ahead and do it, you can do it. Thank you, thank you. If at all these videos are doing changes in your lives, just make sure that you hit the subscription. You tell a friend to come and subscribe to my channel, turn the notification button so that I can get the more mobilized to get on creating such a kind of content. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you all. Nice time. Mwah, mwah, mwah.